Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the 2025 to 2039 Neptune in Aries transit, part 2 of 3. In this segment, I'm going to be talking about the transit's possible impact on the zodiac signs Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And yes, it does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for all zodiac signs. So anyway, well, first off, as far as Aries goes, the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So this could manifest in a lot of inspiration for Aries-related new beginnings, whether it's doing something pioneering or with welding, arson investigation, something with the military or sports, even more specifically, even combat sports, speech pathology, physiology, as some examples. And this could also be an opportune time for Aries to initiate dreams and fantasies and have this manifest into a reality, taking the aggressive action in terms of pursuing one's dreams and fantasies. And also too, this could also be expressed in, it could be some kind of drifting, and taking these adventures and being adventurous, but it could be taking a toll on the physical body and the vitality, doing, drifting here, doing this, and going, doing this thing. And so, Aries needs to be careful at this time, because this transit could show some, dissolving and dissipation of, the physical, energy this time, and even the body and the vitality. Now, also, next up, I'm going to talk about Taurus. Well, for Taurus, the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Taurus, this transit may manifest in inspiration in terms of dealing. It could be with Aries-related limitations and restrictions, which can include expressing aggression, assertiveness, courage, forcefulness, showing initiative and enterprise, being able to confront things. And also too, this could be a time where it could be very it could be an opportune and auspicious time for Taurus to initiate one's dreams into reality. That could be related to the the metaphysical, which includes astrology, or doing something with poetry or dancing or photography, spirituality. And also too, Taurus needs to be careful of having some kind of imagined fears at this time, because you have Saturn in the 12th house of the imagination, and there may be more greater responsibility in terms of dealing with one's mental health. At this time, you're talking about not responsibility, it could be showing compassion, I should say, toward one's private life, solitude, seclusion in one's mental health, at this point in time. And for Taurus also, Taurus has to be careful, because this could be we're showing too much compassion and sacrificing for others, could be the self-undoing. There may be a little more sacrificing for the less fortunate this time, but at the same time, too much of this could be the self-undoing, doing these things, sacrificing for the wrong people. Now, next up, for Gemini, the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Gemini, this transit may manifest in inspiration in terms of as far as Aries-related goals and aspirations. And this can include doing something pioneering or innovative, something connected with speech pathology, physiology, firefighting, the military, sports, even more specifically, combat sports. And this could be a time for Gemini where what could be emphasized is sacrificing, as far as fighting, for human rights at this time, sacrificing one's time as far as doing this. And also too, this could be an opportune time for Gemini to dissolve, any kind of warfare or battles that one may have had with friends, because if Gemini has had, some acrimonious disputes with friends, or a situation with friends have been contentious, this could be an opportune time to dissolve, that as far as that our arguments may go with those people. Now, for the zodiac sign Cancer, the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Cancer, this could be an ideal time as far as initiating action, going after dreams related to the career at this time, or some business. And also, too, this could be a time for Cancer where he or she may be very idealistic and in being aggressive, pursuing, greater social status and stature in life. And there may be dreams of some Aries-related, notoriety and recognition. That could be doing something that's pioneering or innovative. Could be with firefighting, having some leadership, position, just simply being first in something. It could be doing something with the military or sports or combat sports, to be, more, specific. And Cancer needs to be careful too, because this could be a time where, authority figures, older people, and the dominant parent may be more, deceptive and duplicitous than usual. He or she may have a tendency or proclivity to idealize these people at this time and not just overlook transgressions and shortcomings, but be unwilling to see them. So this is a time to be, careful in those matters, in those dealings with these people. Now, for Leo, the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Leo, this could be a time where there may be, dreams, doing something Aries related, connected with higher education or publishing even. It could be doing, taking higher education course associated with the military, or some work involving metals, speech pathology, physiology, welding. It could be doing something with, learning about, profession, connected with the head, such as helmet or hat design, surgery. And also, too, for Leo, this could be an opportune time as far as inspiration, meeting enthusiasm in terms of expanding and broadening one's horizons. And also, too, this could be a time for Leo where there may be more like impulsive long-distance journeys connected with the sea. So, since Aries is very impulsive energy, Leo, it's important to be, careful, because sometimes when you're overly impulsive with things, naturally, it could be to your detriment if you're not, taking all the precautions. So, make sure, you got the money put aside. Leo has a tendency to be extravagant, so it's very important for Leo to just, weigh all the pros and cons before doing something, impulsive regarding, like in this example, long distance journeys by the sea. Now, for Virgo, the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So, for Virgo, this could be an ideal time for, say, a spiritual transformation. It may be done very aggressively, in a hurried manner, and with a lot of enthusiasm. This could also be a time, too, for Virgo, where there may be much inspiration in terms of enthusiastically giving support to others, whether it's moral, emotional, or monetary support. Also, too, this transit may manifest in the dissolving and, dissipation, something, Aries related, that may require surgery. If there's something, maybe some weakness, connected, with the head, the skull, the face, the brain, or the eyes, and it may require some surgery at this time. Also, too, for Virgo, there may be a greater proclivity toward dealing with fraud and deception connected with credit cards or insurance. Virgo may be more inclined to be a victim of these things at this time, so it's important for Virgo to be extra careful in these matters, taking precautions regarding credit card related issues, insurance related matters at this time, more so than usual. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.